Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the Boxycharm for September of 2017. This is my first Boxycharm. I've seen so many good items come in Boxycharm, so I was like, let me subscribe. And the waitlist actually wasn't that bad. I waited probably about a month and then they were able to get me on the next box. So this is my Boxycharm for the month of September, and it is all about the Boxy Baddie. So I'm going to go ahead and get into all the products, and I'll show you and tell you about all the prices that come in this box. But it is a $21 monthly subscription, and it is totally worth it. So this month they did come out with some great products and 6 items instead of their typical 5. So I'm excited to jump into this, guys, and just keep watching to see what I got. And pull out the first item here. This is by BareMinerals. It is their foundation brush. So it has the little indent inside of the center there. You can't really see it, but there you can go ahead and apply foundation, which is exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. So the foundation I'm going to go ahead and use is not part of the box, but it's just a tinted moisturizer, and this is the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit and just kind of put it in the center of the foundation brush. I'm just going to kind of dab this all over my skin and then kind of blend it on in. Let's see how I like this. Lately I've been just using like a beauty blender or a beauty sponge just to apply, or sometimes even tinted moisturizers. I can just go ahead and kind of blend in with my fingers. And I'm just going around in circular motions. I'm liking that it's not really creating stroke marks. That's one thing I'm always kind of afraid of with a brush, is the marks that will be left behind. So not bad, kind of give that light coverage of the tinted moisturizer all over the skin, and it's actually nice. It's blended in really well with the skin. So the next item in the box here, this is the Briogeo Don't Despair. It's their hair mask. This is their deep conditioning mask. I've used it before and I really liked it, so I'm excited that they actually included this in the box. It's a pretty good size. It's definitely not their full size. I know it comes more of like a tub, but this is good for at least a couple of uses, so that's very exciting. So before we go into the rest of the items in the box, I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup, and then we can kind of jump into the rest of the box. So it looks like it's just kind of more makeup, which is very exciting. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've just kind of put a little bit more products on my face. So I've put concealer, I set down my face, I put a little bit of bronzer, and we're going to go ahead and jump back into the box. But I forgot to mention the prices for the 2 items that I've pulled out so far. So the BareMinerals, the Face Perfecting Brush, this goes for normally $28. And then the Don't Despair, the Rosarco hair mask, this normally goes for $20. So far a great box, considering you only pay $21 for the total box. So let's go ahead and we'll jump back into the box. The next item I'm going to pull out here, this is the Luminous Loose Blush, and then this is by Studio Makeup. So that's a pretty good size. Looks like it's like a loose kind of a mineral blush, and then this goes for $35. So that is totally worth it. I'm going to take a little bit here. Just going to open it up. It does have a nice kind of twist control top in here, so you don't have to lose all your product while it's open. So I'm just going to take a little bit and then just put a little bit into the lid here. I don't want to put too much. I'm going to test it out. So I just put very little in here. I'm just going to take a big blush brush, kind of swirl it around in the lid. I'm just going to kind of go over the cheeks. Very kind of soft, natural. Maybe I'll add a little bit more. You can see a little bit of a color added to the face, so that looks really nice. So let's give it a little bit more. Just a little bit in the lid. Just swirl it around. That's really pretty. I do like that. It's very soft, subtle blush. Very pretty. And of course, if you don't want so much, you could always apply a little bit. So I just went and applied a little bit of a highlight over the blush, kind of softened it down, but it's still so very beautiful, very subtle, but gives you that kind of natural little kiss of color, which is always very nice. So we'll go ahead and jump into the next item here. And this is the MAC. It is their Eyebrow Pencil, and it is in the color Spiked. So this retails for $18. So this is supposed to be self-sharpening, and then you can go ahead and kind of twist it up. So I'll go ahead and zoom you guys in, and I'll go ahead and kind of fill in my brows just a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and by first just kind of brushing them up, and this is the just an eyebrow definer or brow groomer. This is by Laura Mercier that I'm just using. So I'm gonna brush them up, and then I'm just gonna go and fill those in for you guys. Very nice, I do like that. Let me go ahead and fill in the other brow as well. So that brow pencil definitely made my eyebrows definitely stand out a lot more. So perfect. And I'll go ahead and jump into the next item. So this is probably the most exciting item that's in the palette. This is by Pure. It's their Soiree Diaries, and it is an eyeshadow palette. Let's open this up here. So very beautiful colors in there. Now you have kind of easy eyeshadows to really kind of work with. It looks like on the top row these are mattes, a little bit darker, more for the crease, and then for kind of the lid. So they made it very easy in this palette just to kind of go all the way down to kind of really create a simple but beautiful eye look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to, I think, these are really beautiful. I think I'm going for more that kind of fall look. So I'm going to go with these three shades just right here. So I'm going to go ahead and first start with like a crease shade. And we'll kind of start with this shade on the top there. So this shade right here, it's called Gallus. That's what I'm going to go in first with just a kind of like a fluffy crease brush. And this is just a brush of mine. This is by Urban Decay. I love it for that crease. I'm just going to go ahead and just grab a little bit of the product here and kind of work it on in. It's my first time kind of playing around, so let's see how this goes. So start just kind of on the outer end and the crease and just kind of blend it on in. But don't go too far. You want to still just stay on more like that outer side of the crease. So not so bad, very kind of like a soft crease. I'm gonna go in on the other side and do the same as well. So not so bad. I wanted to kind of keep it kind of subtle, but still there. So we'll go ahead and jump in to the next color. And this is a little bit darker. It's called Snazzly. So this is the one I'm going to go in. Let me use a little bit more of a defined brush. This is also by Urban Decay. It is their blending brush. So it has kind of a definitely more of a shorter kind of end to it. That gives you more of that precise color. So I'm just picking up just a little bit on the end, and I'm just going to go in just kind of the outer V and kind of put a little bit more deeper color there. I always like to kind of place my color and then kind of blend it back out. So now I've kind of placed the color. I'm going to go in with my first brush I was using and just kind of blend it more in. Soften and blend. But just kind of keep it more on the outside, but still blend it up. And if you lose too much of your color, you can always go back in with the color and then add a little bit more. And then go back in and blend. Okay, so I've kind of blended a little bit more into those. Let's still kind of work on that. I'm not going to finish there, but I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Dazzle shade here. So that's that glitter. I'm going to see how it picks up with a brush. And this is the Full Tapered Shadow by Bare Essentials. I'm going to see how this kind of picks up the product. If not, I'm going to go in with my finger because I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a mess with the brush, but let me try it out. A little bit of fallout, so let's try maybe with the finger and pick it up that way. Oh, that's much better. Place it just on the lid and blend it on out. It's very pretty. It gives it that kind of wet look, which is very nice. So with the finger is best for these. That makes it so much better. I almost want to kind of add a little bit of the twinkle, which is this color right there, just kind of the inner corner. I want to see how that, that's nice. That might have been a little much. I'm going to have to soften that down. I'll add it to the other side. So far not so bad. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the eye look with some other products and do some wing liner, mascara, and I'll be right back. So this is the completed look using the Soiree Diaries. I really do like the palette. I'll definitely have to go and swatch the other colors for you since I only kind of got into this row mostly. So I'll go ahead and add those on in. But there was one more item in the box, and I didn't use this one actually for the try-on. This is the Colourpop. This is their Satin Lip. And this is in the color Mess Around. So I'll go ahead and just swatch this on the back of my hand. The reason I didn't use it because it's a little dark for the look I was going for. So as you can see, it's kind of very dark, and I didn't want to go with dark eyes and then light cheeks and then dark lips. It just wouldn't match. So I felt like you always have to match your lips to your cheeks. So that's just what I did. So hope you guys enjoyed this try-on, and this is my first Boxycharm. So definitely once I will be getting these regularly, these will be definitely coming up on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial using the products that came in this month's box. So I'll definitely see you guys soon. Bye. So I want to go ahead and swatch the Soiree Diaries for you guys. This is the palette that came inside the Boxycharm, and this goes for $34 by Pure Cosmetics. So I am wearing the Gala, which is the shade right here. I'm also wearing Snazzly and Dazzle on my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the other colors for you guys. I did go ahead and kind of dip my hand also into Twinkle, which I did kind of put in that little inner corner, that copper shade. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Private Party here. I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand, guys. It's a nice kind of cream color. I'm going to swatch Splurge here. Very nice, kind of like neutral brown. And then the last one in this column, Glitzy. Very nice pigment with that. It gives that beautiful kind of reflex. So those are very nice kind of browns. Very beautiful. So the next row in here, this is called Socialite, the top one there. I'll go ahead and dip into that. Very kind of beautiful color as well. Then the next color here is called Stunner. Lots of pigment in these products. Very beautiful. I'll go ahead and swatch Twinkle. Very beautiful. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Alright, and then we're going to go into the last row. And this is Mogul. Epic. And Cosmo. Very beautiful. I love this palette. I'm excited to be playing around with these colors. So I'll be definitely creating some more looks up on my channel with this palette since it is so beautiful. I love it. Perfect for the fall as well.